If you're wondering what's the fastest way to get seen in 2021, I know the answer. It's TikTok. Hey guys, my name is Alec Cuenca or at Small Talk Podcast, the man behind daily motivation on TikTok. Whether you're a brand or a business wanting to expand their reach, you gotta be on TikTok. However, there are still a lot of people that doesn't know how to use this platform properly. This is why I will be conducting a live workshop where I will teach you how I gained 500,000 followers in just 9 months. This workshop will walk you through every step of creating and growing your TikTok. I will teach you how to shoot your videos properly, how to edit them, how to add text, music, and effects on your videos. More importantly, I will teach you how to spot trends and make your videos go viral in the fastest way possible. I'm inviting you to join me in this 2-day live workshop exclusively with ESME Philippines. We only have limited slots available, so make sure that you register right now. Click the links below if you want to learn more. See you there.
Hi, I'm Carlon Hosol Matubato. A senior artist teacher from PETA, I'm an actor, dancer, and choreographer. Core and More Online is a dance fitness program that engages core and more through dance techniques and creative movements. The class is creatively designed for people with or without prior dance experience. It is also open for people in all shapes and sizes. Again, I'm Carlon Hosol Matubato and I'm inviting you all to join me on this online course of ESME Philippines Core and More Online.
If there's anything I learned in my 5 decades as a screenwriter, playwright, and novelist, it is that stories have the power to inform, persuade, and inspire people. Ang pinakamagandang skill na mahahasa mo bilang isang manunulat ay ang abilidad na alamin kung paano tatago sa puso't isipan ng mga tao ang iyong nilikhang istorya. But not everyone can do this easily. Madalas, nahihirapan tayong iparating ang ating damdamin sa lahat ng aspekto ng ating buhay, sa eskwelahan, sa trabaho, sa ating mga relasyon. This is why knowing how to sell your story in just the right way to best send your message is a crucial skill. Maging sino ka man o saan ka man ngayon, we all need to discover this capability of connecting with people. Storytelling and story selling are timeless assets that you can always apply in your daily lives. Which is why my live learning series, Story Selling, Create Compelling Stories that Captivate Customers, will teach you the art of making winning stories. In this workshop, you will learn how to create empowering and persuasive narratives, pitches, and stories for business, marketing, branding, PR, and many more, as well as develop valuable communication skills you can use in your everyday life. Ano pang hinihintay mo? Reserve your seat by clicking the link below.
you're wondering what's the fastest way to get seen in 2021, I know the answer. It's TikTok. Hey guys, my name is Alec Cuenca or at Small Talk Podcast, the man behind daily motivation on TikTok. Whether you're a brand or a business wanting to expand their reach, you gotta be on TikTok. However, there are still a lot of people that doesn't know how to use this platform properly. This is why I will be conducting a live workshop where I will teach you how I gained 500,000 followers in just 9 months. This workshop will walk you through every step of creating and growing your TikTok. I will teach you how to shoot your videos properly, how to edit them, how to add text, music, and effects on your videos. More importantly, I will teach you how to spot trends and make your videos go viral in the fastest way possible. I'm inviting you to join me in this 2-day live workshop exclusively with ESME Philippines. We only have limited slots available, so make sure that you register right now. Click the links below if you want to learn more. See you there.
Hi, I'm Carlon Hosol Matubato. A senior artist teacher from PETA, I'm an actor, dancer, and choreographer. Core and More Online is a dance fitness program that engages core and more through dance techniques and creative movements. The class is creatively designed for people with or without prior dance experience. It is also open for people in all shapes and sizes. Again, I'm Carlon Hosol Matubato and I'm inviting you all to join me on this online course of ESME Philippines Core and More Online.
If there's anything I learned in my 5 decades as a screenwriter, playwright, and novelist, it is that stories have the power to inform, persuade, and inspire people. Ang pinakamagandang skill na mahahasa mo bilang isang manunulat ay ang abilidad na alamin kung paano tatago sa puso't isipan ng mga tao ang iyong nilikhang istorya. But not everyone can do this easily. Madalas, nahihirapan tayong iparating ang ating damdamin sa lahat ng aspekto ng ating buhay, sa eskwelahan, sa trabaho, sa ating mga relasyon. This is why knowing how to sell your story in just the right way to best send your message is a crucial skill. Maging sino ka man o saan ka man ngayon, we all need to discover this capability of connecting with people. Storytelling and story selling are timeless assets that you can always apply in your daily lives. Which is why my live learning series, Story Selling, Create Compelling Stories that Captivate Customers, will teach you the art of making winning stories. In this workshop, you will learn how to create empowering and persuasive narratives, pitches, and stories for business, marketing, branding, PR, and many more, as well as develop valuable communication skills you can use in your everyday life. Ano pang hinihintay mo? Reserve your seat by clicking the link below.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mika.
And my name is Dominique, and we are your hosts for today's webinar.
Before we begin, if any of you have questions regarding the discussion, please don't hesitate to send them to us by entering it in the comment section of whatever social media platform that you are watching this on, and Dominique and I will be here to relay them to our guest speaker.
Exactly. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the live webinar series of SME.ph, an e-learning marketplace for Filipino professionals where one can develop relevant and in-demand skills through masterclasses in different fields of learning. If you want to learn more about us, feel free to visit our page at www.sme.ph. And for those of you who are watching on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, feel free to share the link to the stream to people who you think will be interested in today's topic.
So, we are inviting everyone to join us in our live learning series where seasoned experts, such as our speaker today, in various fields from agriculture and business to marketing to fitness to futures thinking to relationships and more, will help you develop your skills and advance both in your personal life and your career. Again, if you're interested in learning more about the live learning series, just head on over to our website. It's www.sme.ph and click on the live learning tab. We hope that you can join us.
So, our topic for today is all about health and fitness. It's about achieving our ultimate body transformation. So, since COVID 19 started, everything, as in everything, was put on hold, and that includes our workout and routine exercises. Lalo na if you're one of the people na sanay mag-gym, or even if you commute, that's considered an exercise. All of that gone. So, it's been really hard to keep our bodies in shape lalo na kung wala tayong proper guidance. But in this webinar, we will tackle the things that we need to know to achieve yung hashtag body goals natin. Yung katawan na inaasam natin, pero parang hindi naman natin na-maintain. So our speaker today will teach us and help us how to keep and maintain our bodies in shape. Kaya naman, Mika, ipakilala mo na yung speaker natin.
That's right, Dominic. Sige. I'm very excited to introduce our speaker because he's truly a fitspiration. Our speaker for today is an educator, trainer, and an author who aspires to help people transform their lives through achieving personal fitness and health goals. He has been teaching sports, fitness, and health for the past 7 years in an academic and freelance setting. Currently, he's on a mission of building a community of people who are enthusiastic in learning how to achieve those transformation goals that will boost one's total well being and give us a better quality of life. And now, he is ready to share his secrets. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome our speaker, Coach Jah Agcaoili.
Hi, Dominic. Hi, Miga. Thank you for that warm introduction. It is a pleasure to be joining you guys here sa ESME Philippines kasi I really admire this platform for providing success-inspired learning materials for Filipinos. And so to everyone, I was invited to discuss here to how to do fitness in the right way through sharing the practices that are hooked into evidence-based principles. So I'll do my best to enlighten you guys so you can do better in taking care of yourselves. Okay, so should I share my screen na ba?
Yes, sir. We're all ready.
All right, tara.
Okay.
Okay, so nakikita nyo na ba yung screen ko?
Yes, sir.
Yan. So I'm here to discuss the 5 common mistakes in most fitness and nutrition program and how to do things right. So actually, itong topic na to ay inspired siya by my experience and by my client's experience. Then I was able to relate it dun sa mga sinishare na evidence-based principles and practices na fina-follow ko sa Instagram, like yung mga doctors na nagpa-practice ng exercise science, behavioral science. So hindi lang siya tungkol sa akin, but it's also tungkol how science would really help you have an edge on transforming your bodies. So I have 3 suggestions, guys, sa mga nanonood dito. I have 3 suggestions on how to make the most out of this webinar. So pwede kayo, Mika at saka Dominic, you can also do this. So first, have a list of questions you have in mind and ask about it. So meron tayong comment section where you can just lay down your questions there. Then I will be answering it later after the talk. And next is have a pen and paper with you. Kasi kapag merong isang bagay na nag-strike sa'yo, na tipong aha, okay, aha for you, is you write it down na within the reach or just comment it dun sa, sa comment section natin. And lastly, the third one is put everything you will learn into practice and be dedicated on doing it for the next 30 days. So, if you're one of the following na isa kang professional who has an 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. job, na minsan nagkakaroon ka pa ng overtime, or a student who has almost the week of full day classes, lalo na ngayon remote learning tayo, kumbaga para tinatambak lahat ng tasks sa atin, then it's our own discretion on how we are going to sort out kung ano yung una natin tapusin na task from school. And a freelancer who has an erratic schedule and unpredictable yung mga workloads na dumarating. So di mo alam kung yung kailan yung deadline or kung kailan darating bigla yung jam-pack na load. If you're also a full-time parent and a business owner who travels a lot and someone who does not have a fixed day to allot for workout, at kung ikaw rin isa sa mga taong fed up na sa no-rice diet or hindi ka na kumakain beyond 6 p.m., tas bored na bored ka na sa oatmeal diet only. Okay, may mga kilala akong ganito, oatmeal sa umaga, oatmeal sa gabi. And you are just feeling jealous with your peers and family who still enjoys eating rice. We all know in the Filipino culture, rice is life. It's part of our identity na. And you're just tired of seeing no results after doing daily cardio. This webinar is just right for you guys. So before I move on, so what my learners have achieved so far, so beside their fitter now, they're also happier. Okay, kasi what I do is not just giving them a list of workouts, but I always share the principles that will help them to do fitness independently. So actually, without my physical presence, they were still able to do this right after explaining them kung paano siya gawin ng tama in a layman's term. Okay, so sa mga nanonood, if you're just confused right now, I'm sure confused kayo kaya kayo nanonood. And if you're frustrated, lost, not happy, and you've been investing on things that aren't really helping, okay, katulad nyo rin sila, itong mga students ko. Ang difference lang nila ngayon is they know better now and they are still learning. If you're going to ask them, guys, if you're going to ask them, hindi na sila takot mag-gain ng fat for a month or 2 because they all know na they have the right tools na on how they are going to jumpstart their fitness program whenever they want. So you're here, guys, because you know you want to know better so that you can do better. So now I will be discussing the 5 common mistakes in most fitness program and nutrition program, and I will also tell you guys on how are you going to tweak kung yung mga mistake na to is ginagawa niyo siya ngayon sa mga fitness and nutrition program ninyo. So disclaimer, before engaging to any fitness program and nutritional program, it is important na mag-seek pa rin kayo ng help from or advice from professionals such as yung physician nyo, nutritionists and dietitians, because all that I'll be sharing you guys is just for informational purposes only. So maganda pa rin may clearance kayo from the expert so that you would know the risk of engaging into fitness and nutrition program. So now, for our first mistake is believing that doing more is effective. So working out more than 5 to 7 times a week for the sake of doing more. Kasi ang turo sa atin is hanggat lagi ka nag-exercise, mas marami kang nababurn na calories. So it has to be done daily, araw-araw. Okay? And staying in the gym for too long, no, maabot ng 2 to 3 hours. So I have this experience na pagdating ko sa gym, meron na makikitang isang guy na talagang pawis na. I think he's been in the gym for the past like 1 hour na. ng pagdating ko. Then I just usually spend 60 to 90 minutes sa gym. And tapos na ako, hindi pa rin siya tapos. Okay, so imagine kung gaano na siya katagalan dun sa gym. And next is doing countless of exercises per day. So actually guys, if there's a lot of people who's fine with working out 5 to 7 times a week. Okay? These people are one, pwedeng yung full-time bodybuilders na they are really doing bodybuilding for a living na and professionally. And the second is yung mga athletes. Okay? And the third one is yung general population na wala silang ibang goal kundi for compliance, for health compliance. Like they are just working out to ease stress, okay, magpapawis, okay, to sweat out all the tension after hours of working. Okay, yung pag-workout 5 to 7 times a week will do no harm to them. Baga kaya nila i-bear yung stress. But as kung ikaw yung isa sa mga taong binanggit ko kanina na wala kang luxury of time to go to the gym 5 to 7 times a week or even just work out at home na 5 beses hanggang 7 beses sa isang araw, okay, I'll tell you guys kung paano nyo ititweak yung mga programs ninyo. So bakit siya mistake? Okay, because this can lead to excessive training or central fatigue. Our body is so smart na alam niya kung ano yung optimal na kaya niyang tanggapin. Ngayon kapag sobra siya sa kapasidad niya, as in excessive na yung pina-place mong tension, instead of getting a benefit from it, your body is fighting back. So meaning, kapag workout ka 5 to 7 times a week, tapos excessive yung training mo, instead of building strength and building muscles, you're actually getting yourself more prone to injuries. Okay, the hard truth, guys, is you don't actually burn fat, you don't actually gain muscles, you don't actually develop strength during training. Okay, you actually develop these adaptations or lahat ng gusto natin mangyari is nangyayari siya during recovery periods. Okay, so kung 7 times a week ka mag-workout intensively, ano yung time mo for recovery? So the best trick that you can do is as long as you have 3 to 4 days of decent workout per week, okay, you will be able to get desirable results kasi may time ka for recovery. All you can do is just do your best during the training days, and for the rest days, just move more. Okay, walk your dog, do a 10K steps instead of taking the elevator, take the stairs, or you can just slack off and watch Netflix. Okay, and spend the rest of the day for the other things that you love. Okay, focus on compound exercises that involves multiple muscle groups, like for example, yung squats, yung deadlifts, pull-ups, push-ups, bench press. Okay, kasi yun yung mga klaseng workout na despite just performing it na parang napakadali tingnan, is maraming involved na muscles. So meaning you're activating most of your muscles of your body. And instead of doing more exercise, focus on the quality of your exercises. So ang mindset natin dapat dito is every time you step in the gym or you dress up for your workout routine, you should always aim for better. You should always, do better than what you previously achieved. And of course, napaka-underrated na ito, but get adequate sleep, 6 to 8 hours per night. So the next one is doing a restrictive diet. So eating purely clean, okay? Tapos ina-avoid yung mga food na disastrous, like for example yung junk food, okay, burger, milk tea, pizza, okay, doing restrictive diets and cutting extremely low calories. Okay, too much clean or junk is not always beneficial. Kumbaga nag-i-exist na yan dyan eh. So all we have to do is to balance your meals. Okay, eating clean but going over your caloric intake can still make you gain fat. Okay, meron tayo kasi specific caloric intake na kailangan natin i-consume for us to gain weight or lose weight. Ngayon, if you're still eating vegetables, okay, yung mga healthy foods, pero sobra pa rin yung intake mo, your body will store the excess calories as fat. But it's not a bad thing, okay? Because storing fat is one of your body's survival mechanism. So pag dumating yung taggutom, okay, we have something to pull out from our body, which is yung mga fat stores natin. And restriction will only cause you to develop poor eating habits. And lastly, ito yung lagi ko ina-emphasize sa mga clients ko, there's no such thing as detox diet. Okay? The only thing that do detox is yung liver natin. Okay, yun yung special responsibility ng liver natin is to do the detoxification. So now, if you're making this mistake, ito yung reason why you should avoid this mistake number 2. Okay, our brain is smart, so is our body. So when you deprive yourselves from something, now you will just crave it for later. Okay, and cutting extreme calories may cause rapid loss of muscle mass that leads to having an exhausted metabolism. Okay, parang isipin nyo guys, when you drive a car, okay, tapos pinush nyo yung accelerator ng sobrang lalim, of course, bibilis yung kotse, di ba? But the harder you step on the accelerator, the harder you should step on the brake. So kapag nag-brake kayo, you will actually do a full stop, making it difficult for you to sustain your acceleration. So ganon din sa transformation. So instead of going too hard, tapos biglang you hit the wall, okay, baka ma-demotivate ka pa. So the best thing to do is to do things slowly. So when you cut calories to lose weight, you should do it slowly. So ano yung best tweak? Okay, so 80% will be allotted for high quality foods, and the 20% you can allot it for the treats. Yung mga nakukuha nyo food sa Food Panda, sa Grab Food, okay, pwede nyo siyang kainin. Okay, because your body doesn't even care kung ano yung kinakain nyo. Ang focus ng katawan natin is how much calories you are taking in and how much calories it is taking out. Okay, pero if you want to optimize your physique, okay, you really have to choose quality foods gaya ng mga sinasabi ng mga nutritionist at dietitian na kilala natin. And moderation is the term, okay, not restriction. Okay, and just eat that rice or pizza. Nako, Diyos ko po. Okay, as long as you're mindfully tracking your caloric intake, you will do fine eating rice and pizza. So kahit nga ako, kung kinakain ko may mga ganyang klaseng food, especially when the craving spikes, okay, I'll just eat the food that I'm craving for, then the next day, bawi ako. Okay? And track your calories using MyFitnessPal app. So if you don't have MyFitnessPal app sa mga cellphones nyo, after this webinar, you should download it kasi maraming food doon na validate na ng DOST, Food Nutrition Research Institute. So kahit yung 7-Eleven busog sisig meal, nandun siya. Okay? If you're craving for it, just eat it, then track mindfully. The third is not eating carbs. Okay? Depriving yourself from carbs will never be beneficial to you. Okay? Kaya lang naman nabiblame yung carbs for getting fat or gaining weight is because carbs is the easiest macronutrients to overeat. Okay? Ang rule of thumb is when you're eating excessively, yung excess calories is, kaya na sinabi ko kanina, it will be stored as fat. And if you eat vegetables, if you eat fat, if you eat protein excessively, it will be stored as fat. Okay? So kaya balance and moderation ang key natin so that we can have an enjoyable diet experience. And bakit hindi siya tama? Because first, carbs is the main food of our brain. So the most preferred energy fuel for exercise is carbs. Yan yung madaling bunutin. Kung pag lumabas tayo, okay, carbs is yung what they call this, yung pera natin sa bulsa na madali natin bunutin at gagamit natin pambayad. And carbs has a protein sparing effect. Kasi gusto natin mangyari, yung protein will focus on healing, repairing, and growing your muscles. And lastly, carbs will help you to have a higher force output. Makapag-perform kayo ng mas mataas na intensity level. You will be able to perform maximal performance. Okay, so kailangan nyo ng carbs. Okay, you don't need to restrict yourself from eating carbs unless kung may special diet kayo or may special or may medical complication kayo ngayon na kailangan nyo mag-moderate pa sa carbs. So the best tweaks is Include more complex carbs in your diet such as yung rice, fruits, veggies, wheat, and drinks. Kasi itong mga complex carbs na to is despite having a large amount sa plate ninyo, okay, mababa pa rin yung calories niya. So ang nangyayari is parang nagkakaroon ng visual, what do you call this, illusion na madami kayong kinain. So ang perception ng brain natin is nakakabusog kasi madami kang kinakain. Okay, you may consume carbs before exercise for immediate energy supply, such as yung mga simple carbs like yung black chocolate, okay, or a drink. And compose your meals with the right for balanced macronutrients distribution. And lastly, you have to remember the primary cause of weight gain is not carbs. It's overeating. And the fourth mistake is doing more cardio and less weights. So I've met a lot of people na gusto mag-start ng fitness program, then ang una sa isip nila is, magja-jogging ako 1 oras. Araw-araw ko gagawin ito. Okay? But the problem in doing cardio or prioritizing cardio is ang dali mo ma-achieve yung efficiency. So when you're efficient in doing a particular activity, you burn less calories. Okay? Tandaan natin, kapag efficient na tayo sa pag-perform ng isang klaseng movement or activity, we burn less calories because we are getting adapted. Pero kung ang priority mo is cardiovascular fitness, there's nothing wrong doing multiple days of cardio. Ang key lang natin is we should know what to prioritize. And excessive cardio can shrink your muscles too. Okay? Avoiding resistance training kasi daw naka-muscular daw masyado tingnan. So most of the people that I know na natatakot mag-strength training is yung mga girls kasi daw baka magmukha silang masyadong macho kapag nagbubuhat sila. And believing that cardio is the most superior tool for losing fat is already outdated. Okay, why? Kasi you can just use cardio as a tool for burning calories. Kasi the principle of losing weight is about energy balance. Mas marami ba yung kinakain mo sa nababurn mo sa single day? Or mas konti yung kinakain mo sa nababurn mo? Ngayon, if you are trying to lose weight, cardio is a tool to assure yourself na mas marami kang na-burn kaysa sa kinain. And lifting weights helps your body to build more muscles or preserve muscles as you lose fat. Okay? So, isipin nyo guys, if I ask you to do 3 to 4 months of cardio, tapos calorie deficit. So tingin nyo ba may what you call this? Ano yung magiging itsura nyo kapag ganun lang yung finocus nyong workout? Of course, magiging skinny fat kayo kasi nag-shrink yung muscles nyo. So you may have lost tons of weight, but the problem is you lost muscles too. Okay? And loss of muscles is correlated to more fat accumulation. Kasi kailangan natin tandaan, muscles are metabolically active and efficient fat burners. So the more muscles we have, the more fat burners we have. So whatever your goal is, you have to prioritize building muscles. Then use cardio for, like for example, stress lang kayo, you go for a walk, for a jogging. Okay? It's more of mental clarity and for mental wellness. So focus on building muscles by lifting progressively. This works for women too. Okay, sa mga babae, you won't gain a lot of muscles gaya ng lalaki kasi you have a lower levels of testosterone. But it doesn't mean na mas superior yung lalaki. Kumaga, ganun lang talaga kayo build physiologically. So mas mataas ang testosterone level ng lalaki. So kahit na pares tayo ng binubuhat, hindi ka mag-gain ng sobrang daming muscles gaya ng isang lalaki. And apply progressive overload. So ang progressive overload means is doing better than what you previously achieved. If you were able to lift 100 pounds doing squats, the next training day, you do 105 pounds of squats. So laging better sa previous workout nyo. And combine cardio and weights. Mas magandang results kapag na-combine siya ng tama. But prioritize lifting weights when inside the gym. Kasi you can do cardio naman outside the gym. And cardio can be done in a leisure manner. Okay, if you can see my bike dito sa likod ko, instead of running the treadmill, I just schedule a day with my peers where we're gonna do some biking, city riding, or akit kami ng antipolo. Kumbaga yun lang yung leisure cardio. And you can also do cardio during your day offs from the gym, at least 1 to 2 times a week. And lastly, okay, I think most people can relate to this. Okay, ilang weeks na pero hindi pa rin bumababa yung timbang ko. Hala, nag-gain ako ng 5 pounds dahil kumain ako ng rice. So sad. Okay? Weighing scale only tells how much you weigh, not how you look. So kapag umapa ka sa weighing scale at lagay ka ng wallet sa pocket mo, ma-detect yan ng weighing scale. Okay? And weight loss does not always equate to fat loss and vice versa. Meaning, hindi porket nag-lose ka ng weight, fat lang yung nawala sa'yo. You may have lost some muscles too. Or, kapag nag-lose ka ng fat, it doesn't mean na you will lose significant amount of weight. Because weight loss and fat loss are two different things. And lastly, your weight fluctuates every day. Kapag kulang ka sa tulog, kinabukasan, expect na may 3 to 4 pounds na weight gain yan. Kapag napasobra ka ng kain ngayong araw dahil may birthday, expect tomorrow is magigain ka ng 3 to 4 to 5 pounds of weight. Pero hindi siya fat. Okay? As long as you are eating lesser than how much your body burns, it won't be fat. Okay? It's either yung waste products nyo is nasa katawan nyo pa at hindi nyo pa na-flash out sa katawan ninyo. Okay? So don't be alarmed when your weight fluctuates. Every day nagbabago ang timbang nyo. Depende sa kung anong nangyayari sa inyo. So best tweak is instead of focusing on the numbers and the weighing scale is tignan nyo yung itsura nyo sa mirror. Look in the mirror, tignan nyo kung may mga changes kayo nakikita. Okay, pick a cloth na hindi nyo masuot before. Then after 4 to 6 weeks of doing a proper fitness and nutrition program, suotin nyo ulit, tignan nyo kung lumuwag siya. Okay, I have this experience na hindi nagbabago yung weight ko. Okay, and I also share this experience with some of my clients na, Coach, 125 pounds pa rin ako. Okay, sige, hindi ka nag-lose ng weight after 8 weeks. Pero ano pang nakikita mong progression or changes? Pero coach, mas kasya na yung dati kong uniform. Okay, so that's progress. Okay? You can consider weight as part of the data, but hindi siya yung number 1 indicator ng success mo sa fitness transformation journey mo. If focus on strength improvement, kapag lumalakas ka, it means you're in the right direction. Okay, focus on lifestyle reform. Okay, and lastly, focus on how less stressful your days became because you are regularly exercising. Okay, hindi lahat sa numbers mo makikita yung progress. Sometimes, pwede ka mag-derive sa feeling mo. Okay, that's true transformation, not just how much you weigh on the weighing scale. So, after knowing the 5 mistakes and the best tweaks, if I'll ask you guys, if you'll be given a chance to talk to your past self, okay, ano yung advice mo sa kanya? Okay. Ngayon, ano yung advice mo sa sarili mo after learning all the evidence-based practices na magre-remove or what do you call this, magtatanggal sa inyo on doing fad diets or bro science exercise? Ano yung sasabihin mo ngayon sa sarili mo? So you can post it in the comment sections habang nagdi-discuss ako. So final words, there are varied ways of achieving your fitness goal. Okay, depending on your preference. You can do weights, you can do cardio, you can do yoga, CrossFit, biking. Okay? Ang importante is you choose what you enjoy doing. And there's no such thing as best workout that fits all. But if your workout program is supported by evidence-based principles and the right practices, okay, it will make your workout program stand out and far more effective than the other. Okay, dapat may basehan yung mga fitness program natin so that we can create desirable results. And ang tip ko before I end this webinar, and if you can't sustain a result that's a product of an unsustainable method. So kung mahilig ka sa rice, and if you're going to engage yourself in a nutrition program that will require you to remove rice, okay, I'm sure na kapag nakapag-create ka ng results, you won't be able to keep the results or sustain the results. Okay, because instead of enjoying the process, okay, unconsciously alam mong deprived ka from something. And transforming your body rapidly and patiently is like sprinting down the hill. Okay, pwedeng mas mabilis kang makarating sa baba. Okay, but the thing is, makakarating ka sa baba without getting unharmed. Okay, bugbog ka. And lastly, if you're doing fitness because you hate how your body looks, you're doing fitness in a wrong way. Because you're doing fitness because you love your body. Okay, so that's all for my discussions. I think I'm already open for some Q&As. And I'm encouraging everyone to ask something that has been bothering or confusing you.
Okay, all right. So thank you, Coach Ja. So again, if may questions kayo on whatever platform you're on, just leave it sa comments and then we'll make sure to ask it to Coach Ja. Ngayon may nakikita na nga akong onte eh. So Mika,
Okay.
siguro you can kickstart our Q&A questions.
Okay. Coach Ja, may isang tanong po from Sid Briones. Sabi niya po, does time of day affect the body's response to exercise? If it does, what happens to the body when one works at night?
Okay. I would just like to say hello to Sid kasi isa siya sa mga clients ko actually. And to answer his question, actually, wala namang superior. It's more of preference. Like for example, if you want to work out in the morning, of course, puno yung energy mo kasi kagigising mo lang. Diba? But if you want to work out in the evening, tapos kunyari professional ka na, exhausted ka na sa work mo, and tignan mo kung may energy ka pa ba to work out in the evening. But the good thing dun sa pag-workout in the evening is pwedeng warm up ka na, nakain mo lahat ng kailangan mo kainin. So there's a possibility na energized ka pa rin kasi nakain mo na lahat ng meals mo for a day, then you're ready for intensive or progressive workout. So actually, for a simple answer, your body will just adapt kung ano yung pinaplace mo sa kanya. It doesn't care kung anong oras.
Okay. So, pwede ako mag-workout ng mga 2 a.m. o kaya mga alas 3 ng umaga. So, ayun.
Huwag yung disturb yung tulog mo. Huwag yung tulog.
Basta ma-maintain yung like you mentioned nga po, no, so, sobrang important rin pala ng sleep to the quality of workout you get. Okay. So we have another question rin po from the comments from Aljun Tejada Tupa. Sabi niya, what if nag-plateau na? What should people do?
Oh, okay. Hi Aljun. Actually, student ko siya sa former school ko. Okay, there's two classification of plateau eh, yung non-functional or yung functional. Pag sinabi nating functional is automatic nag-plateau na yung katawan mo after adapting to many progressive weeks of exercising. And meron naman yung tinatawag na non-functional, which is yung aggressively mong ginawa yung workout. So gaya na sinabi ko kanina, if you push the accelerator harder, you need to step on the brake more harder. So they hit the wall. So nahihirapan silang mag-go through the wall. Ang pinaka-tip ko lang talaga yun is a week or 2 weeks of tapering or deloading, which is yung bababaan mo lahat ng components ng training mo. Like for example, if you're lifting 100 pounds, you're gonna reduce it down to 50 pounds. Tataasan mo yung caloric intake mo kasi for sure, depleted na yung katawan mo, especially when you are trying to lose weight. You have to replenish what is lost para maging energized ulit yung metabolism mo so you can perform better again and progress.
Ayun. Okay.
I think an overlooked or overlooked part is really the rest. People think na, yung sabi niyo po kanina na yung doing more is effective, but nakakalimutan po nila na you also need to let the body rest and recover. Coach Jah, may isang tanong po from Pocholo Hermosa. Sabi niya, hi Coach Jah, it's Kevin Durant. Matagal na yung last usapan natin, but how do I go about gaining muscle mass without losing weight? Or better, gaining muscle mass while losing fat?
Oh yeah. Hi Cholo. Hi KD. Student ko rin sa high school yan. Well, to answer this question, matagal na yung last usapan. How do I go about gaining muscles without losing weight or better gaining muscles while losing fat? Actually, malaki yung part ng protein intake. Okay? Kasi these three macronutrients, kahit na lahat sila nakagain ng fat, iba-iba pa rin yung effect niya sa metabolism. For example, if you're eating a high protein diet, okay, for example, 400 calories came from pure protein. And 25% ng protein food na yon or calories ng protein food na yon will be used by your stomach to digest it. So meaning, you are burning 100 calories to digest that 400 calories from protein. Ngayon, ang gusto mangyari ni Pocholo is to gain muscle mass without losing weight is dapat adequate yung protein intake. Okay? So, kapag kulang yung protein intake, kasi when you're trying to lose weight, inevitable na yung mag-lose ka ng muscle mass. And the only preventive way not to lose a lot of muscles is to eat approximately 0.8 to 1.1 pounds grams of protein every pound of your body weight. So kung 100 pounds ka, dapat at least may 80 grams of protein ka na kinakain in a day to preserve the muscle mass. So kapag na-preserve mo yung muscle mass mo, tapos nag-lose ka ng fat weight, tapos mataas yung protein intake mo, yung fat weight na-compensate ng muscle weight dahil nag-build ka ng muscles. So ang tawag doon, body recompose.
Body recompose. Bago yun na. But yeah, I think overall, I think it's really important to remember that you could be doing the most with your body. Yet if your eating isn't aligned, wala. And then vice versa. If you're eating super clean, you're eating lettuce like 3 times a day, pero wala kang galaw at all, then again, no results. All right. So we have another question, and this time from YouTube, from Jonas Ocampo. Sabi niya, "Hi Coach Jah, my question is, what's the best workout split? Push-pull legs, upper-lower body split, or whole body?"
Actually, hi Sir Jonas. He's my former colleague then. Wala actually. Depende siya sa goal mo eh. If you're trying to build muscles, these 3 workout split will work as long as na yung caloric intake mo tama. Okay? And if you're trying to lose weight, effective pa rin yung ganitong klaseng split. Basta importante yung caloric intake mo is what you call this, complementing do sa fitness goal mo. Kaya ang importante lang dito on doing the split is you should be giving adequate time for your muscles to grow. Kasi kung lagi mo siyang ginagawa araw-araw, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, you actually place micro damages to your muscle. Kung araw-araw mo siyang ginagawa, araw-araw na may damage yung muscles that can be led to injury. So Sir Jonas, kahit ano dyan, importante you have to tailor fit it to your goal.
Okay. So wala nga po talagang one size fits all na program. Effective sa'yo, effective sa lahat. So it's really dependent on your body rin. Okay, interesting. All right.
Coach, my follow-up question is Jonas po. How can you determine or find your ideal calorie requirement for the day?
Okay, so to determine your ideal caloric requirement for the day, meron tayong tinatawag na basal metabolic rate. Yung basal metabolic rate or basically metabolism natin is nakadepende siya sa height, weight, and age natin. And yun yung amount of calories na kailangan mong i-burn para kailangan mo i-burn mo in a single day kung nakaupo ka lang, nakatulala ka lang sa bintana. At yun din yung number of calories na kailangan mong i-take for your body to exist. Tapos, if you are going to exercise, makakomprise na siya ng tinatawag natin na total daily energy expenditure, which is yung amount of calories that you should be eating to sustain your exercise. Ngayon, nakadepende yung caloric requirement mo for a day. Depende sa kung ilang beses ka nag-workout sa isang linggo, ano yung age mo, ano yung bigat mo ngayon, and ano yung tangkad mo. Tapos depende siya sa goal mo. Okay? Depende siya sa goal mo. If you are trying to lose fat, you should be eating lesser than your total daily energy expenditure. So kung nakuha mo is 2,500, dapat 2,300 lang yung kinakain mo para mag-lose ka ng fat. If you're trying to gain weight, dapat more than 2,500 yung kinakain mo. So actually merong mga websites dyan na nagde-determine kung ano yung caloric intake mo based on your goal.
Okay. So again with the one size fits all, ang calorie intake mo hindi most likely hindi same ng calorie intake ko, no? Depende.
Yes.
Yeah. Kasi I've seen rin like on the internet, parang yung very general recommendations na if you're a woman and you're this height, you should be eating this much. And then people use it as Bible. Parang they follow it to the T. If it says 1,200, yun lang, no more, no less. So again, very dependent on the body.
To
Okay.
add lang kaya siya ma-determine based on your context, like yung height, weight, age, and yung lifestyle mo is, for example, I met someone in the gym na for him to lose weight, he should be eating 2,500 calories a day. Ako naman, to gain weight, I have to eat 2,500 calories per day. So, iba-iba. Hindi siya one fits all talaga. So, you really have to determine your own caloric intake based on your fitness goal.
Exactly, yes. Tama. So, speaking of not like dependent on body, meron po tayong question from Carlos Pips Rizico. Sabi niya, "Hi Coach Jah, hindi ko naabutan yung first part ng talk mo. Na-discuss ba yung tungkol sa different body types? At anong angkop na uri ng training program sa kada body type?" Tapos ito yung pinaka-important. Sabi niya, "Thanks Coach Pogi." Ayun.
Ay, Kuya Pips, kumikip sa basketball kapag naglalaro kami doon sa liga ng mga youth. Kaya actually, hindi ko siya na-discuss. But yung tinasabi niya different body types is yung mesomorph, endomorph, tsaka yung ectomorph. And based on research, actually, ginagamit lang siya before to classify body types based on size. Pero by science, those body types will adapt the same way. For example, they do progressive overload and they are lifting 100 pounds of squats. Lahat sila magde-develop ng muscles by doing the same type of exercise. If they eat lesser than what their body burns in a single day, they will all lose fat. Okay, kumbaga parang yung body types is ginagamit lang siya to classify the body size. And ako, ginagamit ko siya as a indicator kung ano dapat yung unahin na fitness goal. So if he's what they call this endomorph, hindi ko siya masyado kabisado kung mataas yung body fat content niya. Of course, you should be losing weight first. Okay? Kapag ectomorph naman siya, yung sobrang payat, okay, of course, you should be gaining weight first. Okay, so walang what they call this, kumbaga, hindi na masyado sinusundan yung ganong klaseng what they call this, training design based on your body type. Para yung tao is same yung adaptation. As long as na pinapractice niya ina-apply niya yung tamang principles of training. Okay, ganun lang din yung benefit.
Okay, all right. So, feeling ko talaga, Coach Jah, medyo may fan club ata kayo dito sa comments. Parang feeling ko mga ano nito, mga previous colleagues or if not colleagues, students. So, siguro, Mika na yung next question natin from Sir Ricky, no?
Okay. Yung tanong po ni Ricky Parungaw, "Hi Coach Jah, meow. Kakastart ko pa lang mag-gym, halos 1 month pa lang. Okay lang ba na di ko muna bawasan yung kinakain ko?"
Actually, si Ricky parang katabi ko lang yan ngayon. Okay, hindi lang siya mapisa. Okay. Kakastart ko pa lang mag-gym, halos 1 month pa lang. Okay lang ba na di muna bawasan yung kinakain ko? Actually, I recommend this to those people who are not prepared to switch to a particular lifestyle. Kapag drastic kasi parang hirap mag-adjust, di ba? So, for example, siya nahihirapan talaga siyang kumain ng onte. Okay? Pero kailangan merong isang mag-motivate sa kanila to change the lifestyle. So, you really have to lead them to a practice that will help them to create results para ma-motivate sila to reform their lifestyle. So, ang context kasi nito ni Coach Ricky is talagang malakas siyang kumain ng kanin. Okay? Pero 1 month na siya nag-gym. But his goal is to lose belly fat. So, with the, what you call this, if you will look him while eating, marami talaga siya kumain. Pero ang maganda doon is, he's seeing results like nagigain yung back muscles niya, yung shoulder muscles niya, nakikita na niya. So parang doon, motivate na siyang bawasan ng paunti-unti yung kinakain hanggang sa totally malagay niya yung sarili niya into caloric deficit that will lead him to losing more fat. So importante is wag drastic. Okay, dahan-dahan lang lahat ng bagay para madali mag-adhere.
Slow progress but still progress.
Yeah.
Yes. Mismo. And also, I think when it's super drastic, like for example, I'm not gonna eat rice at all, as in zero, and then you cut it out, and then after a week you don't see results. The change you made to your body was so drastic, yet parang walang results. So parang wag na nga, hindi na, ayoko na.
Ah.
Parang ganun yung nangyari, nakaka-demotivate rin. So, ayun na, slow and
Actually,
steady nga.
sa mga to add up lang. Sinasabi ko sa mga clients, guys, for example, they're planning to remove rice, remove sweets. Coach, hindi na ako mag-order sa Food Panda. Delete ko na yung app para hindi na matempt Natatakot nila, kaya mo siyang gawin for a lifetime. Hindi. O itigil mo yung ganyang klaseng diet, huwag mo na i-delete. Okay? Ang importante is you bite yourself to the principle na energy balance lang siya. Kapag sobrang pagkain mo ng Burger McDo, the same consumption na you do kapag kumakain kang maraming salad, pag pareho mo siyang sobrang kinain, both will make you gain weight. So instead of removing those specific type of food, isama mo na lang. You just build the discipline of putting everything in moderation.
I think an important lesson po na sinabi niyo is the moderation, not restriction. Kasi people really think na yung sabi ni Boom, ni Dominic, na drastic, that because people want to lose weight fast. So kaya they feed into those mga fads or trends that will get them to lose weight the soonest. But they don't realize na really you have to start small, and then that's when makikita po nila yung progress.
Yeah.
Okay. So parang snowball effect nga talaga siya. So yes. So we have a next question naman, a returning question from Sir Aljun ulit. In your opinion, sir, what should we first address? Range of motion deficits, muscle imbalances, or just plainly the goal of the client, which is, let's say, to lose or gain weight?
Okay. So, gaya nung sinabi ko kanina sa disclaimer is you should really be consulting sa mga physician kung meron kayo limitation to do exercise. Like for example, if you engage yourself in a powerlifting, tapos biglang may, what they call this, may scolio ka, severe scoliosis. Okay? Ako, ang ginagawa ko is you should ask a physician first kung hanggang saan yung limitation mo or para ka dyan ka talaga ba dapat sa workout na yan. Kasi kahit nasabihin natin skip natin yung process, will take so much time. Imbes na mag-develop na siya ng power kapag nag-lift siya ng weights, nandun kami for the next 3-6 months to what they call this, to improve his body posture. So parang nauubusan ng oras. Okay? And yan, ang masasabi ko talaga is you should seek an advice from a professional first kung ano yung limitation mo in exercising. Kasi if not, exercise or training will just will just cause you more harm.
Coach, my question po from Joaquin Cortez. Howdy, Coach. I'm so satisfied with the size of my upper body, kaso I still have a layer of belly fat. Is it possible to get those abs without losing size?
Okay. So actually, if you want to expose your abs, ang pinaka-goal mo talaga is one, you should shred off those excess fat around your belly. Okay, ngayon, for you to be able to shred those fat around your belly, you should be eating in a caloric deficit. Ngayon, gaya na sinabi ko kanina, it's inevitable to not to lose fat, lose muscle kapag nag-weight loss program ka. Ang pinaka-goal mo na lang talaga is to slow the rate of loss. So, ang pinaka-key dito is one, you should be progressively training. Kung nagbubuhat ka ng weights, dapat laging challenging yung workouts mo so that your muscles will be stimulated to grow and develop its strength. Pangalawa, gaya na sinabi ko kanina, dapat mataas yung protein intake mo. Kasi nakataas or nakaboost ng metabolism yung mataas sa protein intake. So with a boosted metabolism, you will be capable of burning unwanted fats or yung excess fat around your belly.
All right. So once again, Coach Jah dropping these nuggets of gold in terms of advice. Yes. All right. So my
Very
question.
relevant yung topic. Because
Yeah,
you
go
I
ahead.
feel like these mistakes myths are definitely something that a lot of us commit, or myths na akala natin, tama pala ito, like, the more I exercise, the stronger I will get. But I thank you for busting them and teaching us ano yung tama talaga.
Science lang talaga.
Yes, totoo. Especially like if we look back at early days of quarantine, marami ring like speaking from personal experience, na I was like, if I eat less and I work out every single day, I'm gonna lose weight. In reality, yung nangyari lang, nagdidilim na yung paningin ko. So I was like, I don't think this is what fitness is. So,
Nangyari na rin sa akin. Tinanggal ka. Pasundo ako sa gym parang hindi ako
Wala sa Pilipinas ang hirap talaga to let go of rice.
Part na siya.
Totoo. So we have a question naman po from YouTube, from Sir Renz Huangco. Sabi niya, hello coach, after weights training, masuggest mo ba mag-cardio after, and best duration?
Okay. Ito yan. Kapag nagtitraining tayo, meron tayong 4 na ginagamit na energy sources. So I won't elaborate para hindi masyado complicated. Pero i-imagine natin para siyang finance. Meron tayong pera sa bulsa, meron tayong pera sa wallet, meron tayong pera sa ATM, at meron tayong pera sa insurance. Ngayon, if you were going to do weight training, ang magastos natin dyan is yung, yung pera sa bulsa at pera sa wallet. Okay? Ngayon, kapag depleted ka na, is malamang kailangan mo na mag-withdraw. Diba? Tama. So, to answer his question, kapag nag-workout ka, especially when you're doing weight training, you actually use carb stores or yung tinatawag na ATP. And these energy sources can only supply a limited amount of energy for a certain limited time. For example, mga 20 or 30 minutes, depleted na siya. Okay, so the more na tumatagal yung workout, the more na humihina ka kasi nadideplete na yung mga energy fuels mo. And if you're gonna do cardio after exercise, actually, isa yun sa mga best practice na nire-recommend ko sa mga clients ko. Ako ginagawa ko yun. After 60 to 90 minutes of cardio, I'll do 2 minutes to 10 minutes of walking sa treadmill to utilize fat materials. But it doesn't mean yung fat na ginagamit ko is yung fat na nasa ilalim ng skin ko. There are, ready stored form of fat na gagamitin mo kapag kailangan mo na pahabayan yung exercise mo. So yun yung parang ATM. So ako, personally ginagawa ko 2 to 15 minutes of cardio. Nag-walk lang ako sa treadmill. So after that, tapos na, okay na yung cardio ko. Wag lang yung sobrang like 30 or 40 minutes na ako, baka hindi ka na makauwi nun.
Baka magpasundo na rin sa gym.
Pasundo ka na sa gym.
Thank you for the analogies, Coach Jah. Parang super na simple, even with your talk kanina, super na simplify mo, and you broke it down into very understandable concepts for all of us. So before we go to the next question po, may isang gustong magpa-shoutout po sa iyo, si Christopher Vernon Escalante. Sabi niya lang po, Coach, shoutout po.
High school friend ko, client ko rin, and nabutol ko na yun sa pagbabike. Inakit ko sa Antipolo, sabi ko patag. Pero
oh my goodness.
Sir, may tanong po from Jasmine Galvez. Hello, Coach. Paano po yung mga payat na malakas naman kumain pero still not gaining weight? Any tips on how to gain weight po? Or may exercise po ba for that?
Okay. So, doon muna tayo sa kumain na. I've met a lot of people, like for example, si Princess. Client ko rin siya. Malakas daw siya kumain. Paano mo ma-describe na malakas ka kumain? Malakas po magkanin. Tapos, minsan 4 na beses ako kumain sa isang araw. Okay, sige. Ngayon, nung dinetermine namin yung caloric intake niya, tapos pinalog ko lahat sa MyFitnessPal, lahat ng kinakain niya. Na-determine niya, kulang pa pala yung kinakain ko. So, pwedeng payat ka, tapos hindi ka pa rin nag-gain ng weight. The only reason for that is kulang pa yung kinakain mo. Okay, then pangalawa, for the workouts, ito yung gusto kong tanggalin sa culture natin. For example, ng bata tayo, di ba? Ang payat ng anak mo, patabain mo para mas healthy, di ba? But, nadadala natin siya hanggang pagtanda, then ang sasabihin natin, magpapataba mo na bago mag-exercise. But it will just lead you to a more problematic problem, which is having more fat. Okay, so any tips on how to gain weight? Well, una, caloric surplus. You should be eating more than how much your body burns. Pangalawa, focus on building muscles by doing weightlifting. Yung medyo mataas yung volume. So, yung more na sinasabi ko, medyo applicable sa mga taong gusto mag-gain ng weight. But still, you shouldn't be overlooking the aspect of recovery.
Okay. So, ano rin, I think, siguro it's a misconception rin na talaga medyo ingrained sa Filipino culture na kapag payat ka, all is well. No problem. You don't need to do anything na just, okay lang yan. Or kapag, meatier than usual, parang, ano ba yan? Ganyan. So, siguro it's really dependent rin talaga. That's why it's fitness and not just losing weight, no? So, before we go to the next question, I have 2 comments that I just want to read out. One is from Escalante Michael George. Sabi niya, Coach, thank you for changing my life, panis. All right. And then we have then we have another from Joaquin Cortez na sabi niya, thanks, Coach, got that. This was in response siguro to a previous answer. Yeah. So, now we have our question naman from YouTube, from Sir Willie Gina. Sabi niya, I am 66 years old and I walk 5K daily and I weigh 65 kilograms. For my diet, I stick to fish and veggie and brown or dark rice at minimal servings. Any comments daw po on this kind of practice? God bless you.
Actually, for those people na nasa older adults na, ang pinaka-importante lang talaga is to keep themselves active. Okay? Kasi marami pa rin takot na nasa older adults to still lift weights. Okay, kasi kaya nire-recommend sa mga ganyang population to lift weights is because they are prone to osteoporosis, which is yung pagkakabrittle ng bone density nila. And the only way for you to slow down the rate or at least lessen the risk of getting that kind of disease is dapat may napuput kang optimal tension sa bones mo so that your bones will develop into stronger form. So lalo siyang titibay. Okay, for yung 5K daily, napaka-okay na siya for the mental health. Kumbaga depende lang sa goal ni Sir Willie if he still wants to go to the next level where magiging macho lolo siya or macho older adult. He can consider lifting weights. And for his diet, ang ma-advise ko lang talaga is una, sa age niya marami ng restrictions dyan. So follow that so that hindi ka walang mag-occur na disease. Pangalawa, make sure na nag-enjoy ka pa rin sa kinakain mo kasi fitness doesn't have to take over your life. Fitness should be giving you more capability to experience life. So as long as masaya sa kinakain mo, sir, tuloy mo yan.
Grabe, 5K a day. Amazing.
At 66, galing.
Totoo. I have like the steps up on my phone.
Up the stairs Lalo na during the pandemic. So before we go to the next question po, may sinabi po si Matthew Jose. Hello, Coach. Hanggang ngayon, in-apply ko pa din ang mga turo mo.
Dati kasi underweight yan. Tapos may 10 week lang kami sa program niya, nag-gain siya ng weight.
Wow, galing naman.
Nabiking ko rin yan. Nabudol ko rin yan sa pagbabike.
ang galing. Marami ko pa. May tanong po ulit si Potolo Hermoso po. Hi, Coach. Last question. Sabi niyo sa akin to continue bulking and increasing my weight even if tumaba na ako, especially in the belly. At 186 pounds, should I continue to increase my weight or go with body recomposition?
Okay. Sa bulking kasi, like ko sinasabi sa mga client ko na gusto mag-gain ng weight is kapag satisfied ka sa size mo, you can transition to body recomposition or caloric deficit. Okay, so nakadepende siya. Kaya sabi ko kanina, hindi takot tumaba yung ibang clients kasi may phase talaga na they really want to gain weight by building muscles kasi when they lose fat, okay, or when they engage themselves to weight loss program, gaya na sinabi ko kanina, di ba, inevitable yung mag-lose ka ng muscle. And kapag nag-lose ka ng muscle, mas prone ka to accumulate more fat. Ngayon, ang nire-recommend ko sa kanila is do bulking para magkaroon pa sila ng mga muscles or yung tinatawag na fat burners para less yung accumulation ng fat. Ngayon, sa mga nagba-bulking, as long as na di pa kayo satisfied, continue doing bulking. Okay? Kasi yung fat na mag-gain nyo during bulking will be temporary. Kapag nag-deficit na kayo, masished off lahat yan. Tapos babakat na yung muscles. Ganun.
Interesting. I've had this I've seen this happen actually in person. I had a blockmate na he would bulk and then I would be like, okay. And then I saw him on Instagram after a few months and then I was like, okay, what happened? Where did all the fat go? I was like, that's
Ganun siya.
insane.
Check. Oo.
Mhm.
Kaya actually, if you will think of someone na medyo nasa 50 years old na kahit konti yung kinakain is parang hindi sila pumapayat or nagigain pa sila ng fat because it is correlated to having less muscle mass. And so may mga matatanda na hindi nag-weights dahil nga atin turo sa kanila, huwag kang mag-weights kasi babae ka or huwag kang mag-weights kasi lalaki tingnan. Pero pagtanda nila, hindi nila alam na kasama sa pagtanda yung mag-lose sila ng muscle mass. Ngayon, when trying to shed off fat, pero dahil kulang yung muscles, hindi nag-shed ng fat kahit na nasa caloric deficit sila. Kaya lagi ko pinapa-prioritize. Kahit hanggang pagtanda, dapat mini-maintain yung muscle mass. Marami siyang benefit.
Yes, totoo nga po. Okay, so we're on to medyo the last leg no, for Q&A portion. But we have a question pa rin from Sir Diego Veneracion Alcudia. Sabi niya, Coach Ja, may marirecommend ka ba para sa mga taong gustong mag-add pa ng muscle mass na hindi nawawalan ng endurance capacity kasi heavily reliant ang cardio sa sport nila. Tapos sabi niya, ala MJ versus Detroit Pistons sa The Last Dance.
Okay. So parang gusto nila mangyari is while having optimal amount of muscle mass, yung parang tipong kita yung six packs is naikapagsabayan pa rin sa mga endurance competition. Actually, ang pinaka-advice ko lang dito is make sure na yung nutrition program mo is tailored fit sa kung ano yung gusto mong ma-achieve. For example, if you are working out three times a week, nag-lift ka ng weights 3 times a week, then yung another 3 times a week is for endurance. Dapat kapag nag-determine ka ng caloric intake mo, accounted yung 6 times a week of working out. Kasi kung hindi, kung kulang yung kinakain mo, maglo-lose ka ng muscles at ng fat. So, basta dapat tailored fit yung nutrition program mo sa daily activity mo. Kaya yun yung mga edge ng mga athletes eh. Yung kahit na araw-araw sila nag-workout, enough pa rin yung kinakain nila. For example, Michael Phelps, he's working out twice a week, tapos halos 5 to 6 times a week. Ang caloric intake niya, 6K a day. So, pang 2 araw yung kinakain niya sa isang araw. But still, you will see him as ripped, di ba? Ang laki pa rin niya. Kasi on point yung nutrition niya.
I saw po yung mga videos, kunwari, a day in the life of Mark Wahlberg. He eats like 4 years na siya. Simula, grabe, ilang beses po siya nag-exercise. So, nutrition has really come hand in hand. Parang, I think that's also another misconception po na to be fit, you just have to exercise or kaya lang through nutrition. It really has to go hand in hand for you to achieve your body goals. Sir, Coach, may tanong po si Rino Canseco. Sir, what supplement do you consider effective? Like, ano po yung brand and variant na ma-recommend niyo po?
Pagdating sa supplement kasi, ang unang tinatanong sa mga clients ko is, you experience first the nutrition program that you're about to practice. Ngayon, kapag nami-meet mo yung protein intake mo, carb intake mo, or fat intake mo, ibig sabihin hindi mo na kailangan ng supplements. Kasi from the word itself, supply lang naman siya. It doesn't replace doesn't replace a specific meal. Okay? Pero kung talagang kulang na yung like ako minsan, kumbaga yung proximity ko sa mga whey, for example, protein sources is limited. For example, malayong palengke dito. Nag-stock ako ng whey protein. Well, hindi ako particular masyado sa mga brand as long as na nakakatulong siya ma-hit mo yung macronutrients requirement mo per day, okay na siya. And ako personally, I just use whey protein at saka creatine. Yun lang ginagamit ko. Para di masyado komplikado ka. Yung whey kasi, fast absorption siya. So after mag-workout, pang-feed mo na siya agad sa muscles mo para ma-prevent yung tinatawag na breakdown ng muscles. Kasi nga, na-damage mo siya, di ba? And yung isang form of whey, which is yung casein, is matagal siya ma-absorb. Usually, tinitake siya bago matulog. Ganun. Ako, more of whey at saka creatine, okay na siya. Tapos ang pre-workout ko, imbis na yung mga supplements is kape. Kape na lang. Nakakatipid pa.
Alright. So, ayun nga, may nag-comment ulit si Diego. Sabi niya, thanks, Coach. Okay.
Sure, Diego.
Ayan. So, since we've hit the 1 hour mark, we just want to, kasi parang sneak peek na actually itong webinar, sir, no, into your LLS course, which is a series of virtual workshops with Esme, no? So, in line with that, so this goes out to all our viewers, no? If you have any more questions, just leave them in the comments, and then in one way or another, we'll get them to Coach Jah. But if you really, really, really want to learn more and see more of, ayun nga, parang sabi nga kanina, si Coach Pogi, ayun, no? May LLS workshop si Coach Jah with us. So, what can we expect to learn from your LLS course po?
Well, basically, it's not just how you were going to create results, but how you are going to keep it forever. Yun lang.
All right. So that's exciting stuff to look forward to. So again, if you're interested, we've left links in the comment, but let's get this bread, kumbaga. Let's achieve the summer bod bago mag-summer.
Enroll na lang kayo.
Makakalabas. And if you want to enroll now, you guys can get a huge discount when you sign up for this LLS course. So, thank you so much, Coach Jah, for sharing your expertise with us. I'm sure maraming New Year's resolution about pagpapayat ang matutupad dahil sa mga tips mo. Before we end this webinar, is there anything you would like to promote or plug, Coach Jah?
Just follow me on Facebook and Instagram, yung The Shred Code. And this year, actually may nire-release na mga parang free program na ebooks. Okay? And by this year, I'll be releasing a more comprehensive book na tipong kapag binasa mo, pag natapos mo yung book is, alam mo na gagawin mo for the next days of the year. And shout out din dun sa, sa mga colleagues ko na nandito umattend. Okay, sinare ko lang yung link pero nakita tayong mukha ko pumunta dito. And also, yung mga friend ko na nagko-coaching din. For example, si Coach Carl Cruz, yung The Grind. Kung naghanap kayo ng mga, plug and play na fitness app, okay, hanapin nyo sa Instagram yung The Grind. Okay, kung mga parang nandun lahat ng workouts na gagawin mo. And I have a mentee, si Coach Joyce Yoxon, who siya yung magka-come up with a fitness program sa mga babae na naka-experience ng PCOS. So, ayun. Siya yung mga friend ko sa PUP na naikinig sa Ateneo, kung saan ako nagtuturo. Yung iba naman yung sa former school ko like yung LSM. Tsaka yung mga kabarangay ko like si Carlos Rizico. Yun lang naman. Yung LSM, enroll na lang kayo doon. Mas marami akong, may kipagdaldalan pa ako sa kanila doon.
Yeah. Oh, guys, narinig nyo na. Sign up na for the LLS today. Thank you again, Coach Jah. So for everyone who attended this webinar, you can get a digital certificate of your attendance. For sure, gusto niyo makuha yung sa inyo, diba? If so, just head on to our website at www.esme.ph or click on the link that we posted in the comments section below. Make your account and navigate to the title of the webinar that you joined in today.
So ayun nga, bago na i-close talaga yung webinar, again, we would like to invite everyone who wants to learn more and increase their knowledge and skills to just visit our website, which is, again, www.esme.ph. So we offer a wide range of masterclass courses, and syempre, yung live learning series ni Coach Jah, nandun rin. So those of you which enroll based on whatever relevant to your passion, career, and interests. So we hope to see you in our live learning series.
Once again, thank you ulit, Coach Jah. We have learned so much from you. And we cannot wait to learn more in the LLS.
Sure, sige. I'll really prepare for it para marami tayong matutunan tsaka ma-apply natin practically.
Yes. So again, thank you everyone for spending your time with us. I'm sure it's really a TGIF. Thank God it's Fitness Friday. So for all of us, dahil sa dami ng mga natutunan natin about health and fitness. And thank you to everyone who asked their questions. Naging super insightful yung discussion, and I'm sure everyone else who's watching learned a lot. So again, this has been Dominique of SME Philippines.
And I am Nika. It was a pleasure hosting this webinar for all of you. Till our next webinar, see you all and have a good evening.
Thank you.
And
See you sa LLS.
See you guys.